Hello guys, today we are talking about the 15 best places to visit in South Africa in 2023. South Africa is a major country with north of 470,000 square miles of land. A lot of that land is still in its regular, immaculate condition, where wild exists together with people. South Africa has shocking scenes, including mountains, rough drifts. From there, the sky is the limit. South Africa's tendency isn't just about the scenes yet additionally about the animals that live in them. Number 1. Kruger National Park. Kruger Public Park is perhaps of the most dazzling objective on Earth, and South Africa is fortunate to have such a jewel in its area. Kruger Public Park is situated in Limpopo and Mpumalanga areas, a few hours' drive from Johannesburg. This shocking store is home to natural life you can find in scarcely any different puts on the planet. On a directed safari drive, you can see the enormous 5 lions, elephants, rhinos, bison, and panthers, as well as giraffes, birds, and different species. Kruger Public Park is ideally suited for first-time safari participants, experienced wild voyagers, and extravagant campers. The recreation area itself, as well as the confidential hotels that encompass it, has a ton of facilities and conveniences. Number 2. Cape Town. Cape Town is one of South Africa's capitals. This port on South Africa's southwestern coast is loaded with history as it is the primary European settlement in the country. History sweethearts will appreciate visiting the numerous galleries in Robben Island, a famous jail where Nelson Mandela was detained. Cape Town is encircled by gorgeous nature. Number 3. Cape Peninsula. Just past Cape Town, beginning at Table Mountain, starts one of the most out-of-control locales of South Africa. In the event that you visit Cape Town, you should require a little while to investigate Cape Landmass. Cape Landmass is a rugged district sticking decisively into the sea. Drive as far as possible south to arrive at the Cape of Good Expectation, the southernmost piece of the African mainland. You can go climbing, watch the travelers' raceboats, or friend into the fog, wanting to see renowned apparition ships like the Flying Dutchman. Along the Cape, look out for the exceptional plants and creatures, including delightful dassies. Number 4. Johannesburg. Johannesburg is another of South Africa's capital urban communities. This dirty city was home to a portion of the country's most significant verifiable defining moments. It was a significant site in the long-term battle against politically sanctioned racial segregation. To get familiar with this part of the city, take a direct visit through Soweto Municipality or visit the politically sanctioned Racial Segregation Historical Center. That doesn't imply that the excursion to Johannesburg is all pessimism. Number 5. The Garden Route. The Garden Route is quite possibly the most famous street in the country understandably. This shocking drive wanders along the South African coast from Mossel Narrows to Storms River. The course passes by many game stores and other extraordinary spots to see untamed life. Some high-priority stops are Rawberg Nature Hold, Oudtshoorn with its ostrich ranches, Birds of Eden, and Monkeyland. En route, you can see a few dazzling scenes. Knysna Heads, a couple of bluffs on one or the other side of the Knysna waterway where it meets the Atlantic Sea, is one high-priority site. The travel is just 125 miles, yet you ought to plan a few days to see everything. Number 6. Blyde Stream Gorge. Blyde Stream Gorge is a brilliant crevasse complex that is fascinating on this planet. It is the greatest green gorge and the third greatest ravine overall on Earth. You can go through days examining all of the interesting improvements that the Blyde Stream cut into the Earth. The Mpumalanga Ravine is maybe of the most prestigious objective inside the crevasse as it contains captivating geological improvements like Borkie Karma potholes, a movement of ordinary potholes in the stream. Number 7. Drakensberg region. Most unfamiliar travelers who come to South Africa have hardly any familiarity with the Drakensberg district. However, this mountain range in KwaZulu-Natal region is a number 1 among local people. It is the line between South Africa and Little Lesotho. The Drakensberg is South Africa's tallest mountain range, extending for 700 miles. The best vistas are around Imperial Natal Public Park or Ukalamba Drakensberg Park. You can climb, bicycle, or take a sightseeing balloon to see the perspectives effortlessly. Number 8. The Winelands. Many individuals come to South Africa looking for experience. On the off chance that you're the sort of explorer that leans towards a more loosened-up pace, the winelands are for you. The Cape Winelands locale is home to the best winemakers on the landmass. Go to wine samplings and perceive how cultivators figure out how to persuade scrumptious wine from the nearby soil. Regardless of whether you honestly hate wine, the Cape Winelands has a lot to engage a vacationer. Number 9. Addo Elephant National Park. Certain individuals come to South Africa in light of one creature, elephants. In the event that you're one of those individuals, make a shortcut straightforwardly for Addo Elephant Public Park. This park has all of the huge 5. Yet the greatest draw is elephants, each of them 600. The recreation area used to be farmland, yet the public authority moved it toward a recreation area as a feature of its preservation endeavors. It is currently an elephant safe haven of sorts. You can drive yourself or take a directed safari visit to recognize these delicate monsters. Number 10. Hermanus. South Africa may be popular for the untamed life it has ashore. However, it is additionally home to some marvelous marine untamed life. Hermanus, a sluggish town on the southern shore of the Western Cape, is the best spot to go whale watching. The waters around Hermanus are home to numerous southern right whales, who really conceive an offspring here each year. During September, Hermanus had a whale celebration. Go on boat trips or notice these brilliant creatures from the shore. Other than whales, Hermanus likewise flaunts wonderful nature, including cascades and precipices that make for an energetic climb. Number 11. Durban. Durban is a city that won't be eclipsed by its bigger countrymen, Johannesburg and Cape Town. Durban is the quintessential South African blend city. Home to the biggest Indian people group beyond India itself, Durban is an incredible spot to get into South African Indian food like rabbit chow. Or on the other hand, investigate the way of life of neighborhood clans on the Shakaland Zulu visit. Durban is an incredible city to visit to invest some energy on South African seashores. There are some dazzling stretches of sandy seashores inside city limits, ideal for riding all year, on account of mild temperatures. Number 12. Wild Coast. One more incredible objective for a South African excursion is the Wild Coast, along the Eastern Cape. Drive along this course to see the wild landscape, remembering the opening for the wall, a characteristic curve. Less touristic than the nursery course, Wild Coast actually has numerous pleasant towns en route that make for extraordinary places to pause, for example, Espresso Strait. The Wild Coast is a decent beginning stage for some rough terrain experiences. Lease a vehicle that can go on unpaved paths and visit some Xhosa towns to find out about the nearby culture. Number 13. Isimangaliso Wetland Park. Isimangaliso Wetland Park shows that South Africa is far beyond the well-known picture of the savanna and desert. This immense nation contains numerous different scenes, including wetlands. The recreation area tries to protect one remarkable wetlands region. The gigantic park contains coral reefs, waterways, thus significantly more. The scene is home to many bird species, crocodiles, and hippos. You could in fact book a boat visit to get very close, however not excessively close, with the hippos. Number 14. Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park. Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park, on the boundary between South Africa and Botswana, is a model both of preservation and of global collaboration. In the event that you're in the North Cape district of South Africa, this park is a must-visit. It is the biggest park devoted to preservation on the planet. At the point when you visit Kgalagadi, you can see natural life that is special to this desert scene, like the Kalahari lion, Gemsbok pronghorn, and lovable meerkats. The rough, bright scenes are famous among picture takers. The most ideal way to capitalize on this huge park is to lease a four-wheel drive or rough terrain vehicle. Number 15. Rocks Penguin Settlement. At Rocks Penguin Province, the birds dwarf individuals. This district is essential for the Cape landmass, however it merits its very own notice. Rocks Penguin Province comprises 3 seashores around Simon's Town. The seashores are the long-lasting home for a province of African penguins that numbers north of 2,000. The penguins are utilized to guests at this point, so you can walk near them on the charming ocean side. They may be all in all too okay with people. These birds are known to chomp. Take in their particular bawling blare and entertaining way of behaving. Whenever you're finished with penguins, you can swim in the quiet yet freezing waters or investigate the curious town of Simon's Town. Thanks for watching.